ToK Essay 1, May 23, Is Replicability Necessary in the Production of Knowledge, is, in my opinion, one of the more straightforward essays in the May 23 session, the other straightforward one being essay number 6. My first thoughts and video on this essay can be found at the link above. In this video, I go into more detail on some of the types of replicability that you may wish to consider, which will allow you to give more specific detail and to gain a higher score on this essay. Before we start, YouTube tells me that less than 5% of my audience are subscribed. A like, a subscribe, a comment or share are free to you and an easy way to show some appreciation, and very valuable to me. Let's start with some general musings on replicability. In general, replicability is an important aspect of the scientific method, and it can help to improve the production of knowledge. When a study or experiment is replicable, it means that other researchers can obtain the same results by following the same procedures. This increases confidence in the validity of the findings and allows the results to be more easily integrated into existing knowledge. Now, let's look at 4 types of replicability. The first one is conceptual replicability. So conceptual replicability is the ability to reproduce the concepts or theories that are used in a study. This is the ability to replicate the underlying conceptual framework or theoretical basis of a study, rather than just the empirical methods. Conceptual replicability is important as it allows researchers to test the validity and the reliability of particular concepts in different contexts. For example, if managerial scientists have identified the concept of consumer confidence, they could test it on different sets of consumers, different categories of retail environment, etc., etc. Conceptual replicability is also important for improving the production of knowledge, as it allows for the development and refinement of theories and conceptual frameworks. The second type of replicability is methodological replicability. Now, this refers to the ability to reproduce the methods or procedures used in the original study. When a study is methodologically replicable, it means that other researchers can obtain the same results by following the same procedures. This increases the reliability of the research results. It will then increase the confidence in the validity of the findings, and it allows the results to be more easily integrated into existing knowledge. In this way, methodological replicability can help to improve the production of knowledge by ensuring that the results of a study are robust and can be reliably reproduced. Such reliability and validity is of particular importance where health, safety, or human rights are concerned. As such, methodological replicability is core to the methods of knowledge production in the human and natural sciences. Methodological replicability also allows other researchers to build upon the findings of a study, which can facilitate the development of further research, new theories, and insights. Much scientific knowledge is produced by networked teams of researchers working in different locations. Methodological replicability enables them to build upon each other's findings, thus increasing the speed and effectiveness of knowledge development. The third type of replicability is statistical replicability. Statistical replicability is the ability to reproduce the statistical analyses and results of a study. Statistical transparency in the results of the research allows peer reviewers to check the statistical calculations made. They can look at the variation in the results arising from various trials to analyze whether any variations are naturally occurring, caused by extraneous variables, or caused by undetected elements of the independent variable. The degree to which statistical replicability is necessary or even possible will very much depend upon the area of knowledge under consideration, the purposes of the knowledge production, and the context within which the knowledge production occurs. The fourth type of replicability is practical replicability, and this refers to the ability to apply the findings of a study in real-world settings. The ability to replicate methods and findings in laboratories or other controlled settings may help us to isolate and identify cause and effect relationships, and in doing so, we're increasing the reliability of the knowledge produced. However, to increase the validity of the knowledge, we need to be able to show that it has real-world viability, what psychologists term ecological validity. As such, the research will be replicated in real-world settings, subjecting it to many of the uncontrolled for extraneous variables which can potentially affect the research results and findings. However, by putting the research into a real-world setting, researchers are able to refine both the processes and the outcomes for more practical applications in the future. Exactly how practical replicability would be carried out very much depends upon the area of knowledge under consideration, the purpose and the focus of the research. Let's talk briefly about counterclaims. So counterclaims for the above types of replicability can be developed by looking at Dr. Ulrich Schimack's excellent blog, The Replication Index. The link is in the notes on the ToK Today website. Without going into detail on each of the counterclaim concerns raised by Dr. Schimack, these include unconscious bias, implicit bias, latent variables, confirmation bias, selection bias, outlier bias, ad hominem fallacy, straw man fallacy, correlation causation fallacy. I could go on. Check out the website. It's got a lot of great content on there. So the key task in essay number 1 is to tackle the idea of necessity in the production of knowledge. I spent some time doing this in the previous video on this essay, which I'll put in a card above, and in a lot of detail in the essay notes on this question, which can be obtained from the link in the video description. Remember to like, subscribe, comment or share to see more content like this, and if you have any questions or you'd like more details on this essay, please feel free to email me at daniel@toktoday.com. Enjoy your ToK writing. As always, stay ToKtastic. Bye!